Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we're doing a revisit of Spellbooks. Now, I invested heavily into this archetype, trying to get just this one card. I thought it'd be super relevant to Slowbooks. I thought I'd bring them back. Didn't exactly. They're still barely hanging in there. Maybe take them off the ban list and they'd be just fine. But today what's drawn the revisit is See You Later. I saw someone on the ladder using See You Later with this deck, so I figured that was really a good enough excuse to try it out. Because of how High Priestess of Prophecy works, you reveal 3 Spellbook spell cards, Special Summoner, then once per turn you can banish a Spellbook card from your hand or graveyard, target a card on the field, destroy it. So the idea is you bring out High Priestess, destroy one, return her to your hand with See You Later, bring her right back out, destroy another. So you can also use it on your Magician of Prophecy, on our blue boy. That way, if he's just sitting there on the field by himself, you don't really have a way to extend your combos. You can return him to the hand, normal summon him again, and then you'd be just fine. Works out really well there. And that's just your basics of Spellbooks. You're going to need 3 Secret as always. You run a couple of Eternity, which will copy a banished card, send it to your hand. We have Master, who will copy a card in the graveyard, usually use it as a second secret. 1 Spellbook of Power, you could go 2, cutting down on one of these maybe. But 1 is just fine, as long as you're mindful about how you recycle it. Then we got 1 Organization, which is just an easy way to pop a card in the graveyard. We have Library of the Crescent, which is a good starter. Let's say you just started the duel, normal summon your Magician of Prophecy. Let's say you already have a Secrets. So you would just search your library and put probably your one-offs like Power, Wisdom, which will negate or make you unaffected by spell or unaffected by traps, your choice, and it is quick play. Or the Grand Spellbook Tower, very good card during your standby phase. If you have a spellcaster monster, you get to place 1 Spellbook card from your grave to the bottom of your deck and then draw 1 card. Works out really, really nice. It also has some effects when you're destroyed, but usually you're not going to use that one. So yeah, it's still plain old Spellbooks. You're recycling Fate for 1 banish. You're just getting blue boys out. But it's really just trying to get the most out of your Priestess. That way we're using See You Later. Try to get multiple pops. You could even dodge a Floodgate. I think I dodged a Floodgate in these replays. So there's plenty of use for it with See You Later. I really, really do like this skill for the deck because the deck's not really reliant on any skill to begin with. So this does add a lot to it. So it's a good little revisit. It's not an archetype I'm in love with, but like I said, I'm heavily invested in it. So it works out pretty well, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, here's a Yusei going second. Usually you'd say Slowbooks don't want to go second, but the way they work now with Priestess, you could usually manage some pretty good second turn plays. So here our boys using Solitaire into Spectral Swords, that's 2. We have Secrets, so that's going to turn into a blue boy. Blue boy will likely search, maybe Tower even, it's doing so well. Yeah, search a Tower. Now we Master. That's going to be our Fate. Now to get that 3rd, we're going to use our Spellbook. We're going to use Fate immediately to banish. He's trying to Regeki Break. Now we need a Spellcaster for Fate to work. He throws away a Drowning Mirror Force. That's why I have to use my Wisdom on our little blue boy. So the Fate works. We banish the Spectral Sword. That's a big thorn in his side. We get to add a Secrets. He tries to Widespread Ruin us, guys, but we already used Wisdom, so we're unaffected by traps. He just wasted his trap in pure top deck mode. He gets a Spectral Sword Shade, destroys our blue boy, but we have a Secrets to fall back on. Spellbook of Towers going to give us another. We're going to use Secrets, search our blue boy. No real way to get our Priestess out just yet, but with Tower, we will get there pretty soon. Search another Eternity. Get our Spellbook of Power right back out. Use that Spellbook of Power. Remember, when you destroy a monster with Spellbook of Power on you, you get to draw another card. So we're going to keep getting those +1s till we can get our Priestess right out, while our boy's in pure top deck mode. Sets a monster. We're going to banish that monster because it's likely another Spectral Sword, and it is indeed. So this boy's in a lot of trouble. We get another +1 due to Tower. That's why Tower's so good. That means Priestess comes out, and we don't even have to do any more plays. We already had lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versus Colin. Dark Signer Colin, though. Going first. No sleeve or mat. We got a blue boy, we got a secrets, already have our fate, so we might even end this turn with a tower. We're going to start with library, so we probably definitely will end with a tower. Show him tower, show him wisdom, show him power. We get the power. We're going to use secrets, that's master. Now we can use master to get tower. So we can play tower, we already have our live fate in our hand. And then we have an Eternity and a Spellbook of Power. If we do get our +1 from our tower, we could draw into a Priestess and have her out immediately. We're going to Spellbook of Fate the monster, I believe. It was Karakuri. Shazank, a tough monster to get over. There's our Priestess. Tower gives us a +1. It's exactly the play I was talking about. Now we get our Priestess out. Gotta hit her with a Floodgate. But we're not going to take that. Send her right back with See You Later. Now she hops right back out. Only to get hit by, I believe, another Floodgate, but that's great value of that skill. His skill is pretty much eliminate one Floodgate. Now he's going to Regeki break our tower. Not the best play. We're going to go with another secret. Go with our blue boy, because I mean we already got our High Priestess out, and that was pretty much the bulk of tower. Tower gets you those +1s, so you can consistently have a 4-card hand to get your Priestess out. But here we got our blue boy out again. We're going organization, already have fate. Fate is live. We're going Spellbook of Power. Just do that damage at 2k. No cards in his hand, guys. Pure top deck mode. We toss an organization at the end phase. Just organizes our deck, gives us another +1. He's going to draw Sense Dark. Has shells in his hand, or his graveyard now in his hand. So that means he's Invoker. But with one banish, all we got to do is get rid of this one Alistair. And we don't have lethal next turn, so we're going to do it before he uses the invocation. If we had lethal next turn, you could do it as he uses the invocation, you get the invoker back to his hand. But we're going to stop it there. We top deck another live fate. So really the duel is just fine. Even with another draw Sense Dark, we're still going to be able to do exactly the same and banish that Alistair. He's trying to do it set. We're going to chain to the invocation. He already used his normal summon. Alistair's gone. He gets him back, sure, but nothing he can really do. We know that's a shell in his hand. Has to end the turn. And one of our blue boys will do the honors of finishing him, or they would have if he didn't scoop. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. Going first. Using a qualifier map there, 21 cards. Starting with our Priestess, so we're gonna just summon her right out. And we're going to use Spellbook of Secrets, search our blue boy. Normal summon. Now I search a library. What I wanted to search was Master, so kind of messed that up. But it's perfectly fine, we'll just set it at this turn. So you would have wanted to go Master, Master would return the combos, and we would have ended with a Fate. Still not the end of the world, we're going to banish our Secret. Going to use that on our girl, our High Priestess, so we'll just see later of her. Dodge that Fiendish Chain, bring her right back out. Now we should be able to use Library now. We do not, so should have used Library there. Still a bit of a misplay, but we went with Eternity. Search another blue boy. Bring him out. There's the proper Master. Use the Master. That's our fate. We already have 3 cards in there. We're also going to use power on one of our blue boys. Prophecy banishes secrets. That's going to force out the Ballista squad. We're going to wisdom whatever they were targeting with that Ballista squad. So we are in fact unaffected and swing for a nice easy lethal, or it would be if it wasn't for Kiteroid. So a little roundabout, but we do wind up in the same place, not making use of our library really. Here our boy goes draw Sense Dark. He's going to bring out Invoked. Remember, we have a banish, so all we got to do is really time it on his Invoked pretty well. We should be able to finish it in one turn, so I let him use the invocation. That will give him an Invoker back to his hand, so if I wanted to avoid that, I would have banished the Alistair before he used the invocation, let's say if I didn't have lethal in the follow-up turn, but we did, so it was a lot more casual. Lots of misplays in that one, but still great stuff. Alright, here we are facing a shark. Going first, poor boy's gonna catch a rank down using Dark Magician Sleeve and Mat. Starting with a blue boy and a secrets, so really that's a bunch of combos. Our boy does restart. We're gonna normal summon our blue boy, search our library. Now use the library, Master, Fate, and Grand Tower. We do get our Grand Tower, that's very good. Use our secrets, search a Master, that's gonna be 3 in the grave once we use this Master, so all we gotta search with the Master is a Fate, and we're good to go. I could set Wisdom, but as long as we keep a few more cards, we're gonna get a +1 with Grand Spellbook Tower as long as our boy is face up on the field during our standby. Here he's trying to use Kunam Zan. If we chain to Kunam Zan or banish the Ninishi, Kunam Zan will not come out. So it was good to wait for that play. Now remember, Tower's gonna give us a +1. All we need is a Priestess. We don't get a Priestess. We're able to use the library. Search, search, search. We get our Spellbook of Secrets. Not that we really needed it. Now we search another blue boy just to fill the field. Search our Eternity. We're going Eternity into Secrets. Spellbook of Power, 1500 on our boy. Set another live Fate. And do about 2000 damage. So discard Curry. They could come back in a big hurry as long as he gets a Merchant. He does not. Has to set it. We know that's a Kunam Zan in his hand. Get another Secrets. Get another +1 with that Tower. It's finally our Priestess. So it's the +1 that really made her able to come out. Now he's going to try to Void Trap Hole. We're going to chain our Spellbook of Wisdom, so we do not lose her. Now she gets to destroy one. It was a Cosmic Cyclone. Now we get to Fate, return the other, and we swing for a nice, easy, lethal. Great, great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a shark. Going first. No Sleever Mat for our boy. Starting with a Priestess. We also have a blue boy, so that's a Priestess already. Normal summon, search probably a Master. No, we're searching library. So first we're going to bring out Priestess. Now we use our library. We're going for Power, Wisdom, and Tower. Get the Wisdom. We're going to use the Secrets for a Master. Then you just use the Master, copy the Secrets, search our Fate. 3 in the graveyard for Fate. We also even set our Wisdom, so we're going to be really protected. And boy scoop. So we had a live Fate, live Wisdom, Priestess already out, and a blue boy. Pretty much as good as you can get beyond having your Tower on the field also, and that's about as good as the starts get, guys. So Slowbooks, they still play. They still get you W's. They still eat up certain decks. Certain decks eat them up. It's just a decent little archetype. It's pretty hard to get, pretty expensive, so it's a little tough. But it's fun. It'll always be there. Maybe it'll hop off the ban list someday. We'll have to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.